Welcome back to Fantasy Football Elite Casts. This is episode 13. I'm here with Luke,
Yeah,
and this is a very special episode. This is going to be a really good one, top three, in my opinion, because we're going to talk about the playoff picture, how things are going, what everyone needs to do to get in, what has to happen for someone to unfortunately be eliminated. So I'm looking forward to that part. But to start off, we're going to do TNF as we always do. So for Thursday night football, this week, the Bills are playing the Patriots. The Patriots are at home, and the Bills are favorites here at minus 5.5. So, Luke, who you got?
Bills.
Okay,
Easy.
I got the Patriots.
Really?
It's been 3 weeks in a row that I think 3 or 4 that we've picked the same team. So finally, we got something different. And right now, I think the record is like I got 8 right and you got 3 right, or I got 9 and you got 4. I don't know. But I mean,
I
this is
think
a chance for you. This
four.
is a good chance for you to catch
Hmm.
up. But if you get this wrong, then I think that's it. I think you're done.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I mean, there's always next year, so yeah. So that was quick. The Bills defense is still struggling like crazy though because of the injuries.
Yeah, but Josh Allen.
I'm literally only hanging on to the Bills defense in hopes that they get their players back and they're good for the playoffs. Otherwise, I'm gonna drop them like probably for the finals. Actually,
Well,
I
what's
shouldn't
in?
have given that away because then. Anyway, moving on. For news, we're gonna talk about waivers, talk about some stuff about playoffs and some stats. But to start off with waivers, what do you got for us on the waivers, Luke?
Um, Not much happened.
Yeah, it was a
I
pretty
tried.
dry waiver day.
Yeah, I mean it's end of the season, so. But there was Vinny picked up Mike White for Dak Prescott, and he also picked up Zonovan Knight, which I thought was interesting.
Zonovan Knight,
Yeah,
is
he's the
that the
running.
running back for the Jets?
Yep.
Interest. Oh yeah, he does need running backs though. He's struggling.
Yeah, that's
Did
a
he?
great name though.
Yeah, I know,
I would
right?
pick him up
Zonovan
just for
White, and the
Knight,
quarterback is Mike White.
like White. Yeah.
You got the White Knight,
Yeah.
the White Knight combo. Um, did he pay anything?
No, no. Everything was free this week.
All right, that's good.
Well, actually, he did pay $1 to pick up a defense, but I mean,
Why do people put $1 bids? Is it because they're like, oh, I'm not gonna wake up on time, so I'll just,
well, Vinny has so much money, it doesn't really matter.
I guess. But $1 bids are pointless unless you're like on vacation or you're gonna wake up late or something.
Yeah. I always put $2,
Yeah, $2 is like the minimum, especially if you're at the back end of the tiebreaker.
which actually means $3 is the minimum, which means $4 is the minimum.
No, $1 $1 is pointless. Anyway, I think it's pointless at least.
Oh, by the way, he dropped Latavius Murray to pick up Donovan Knight.
Oh, is this
So
recent?
yeah, today.
Well, I mean, is it this afternoon?
Yeah, 5 hours ago.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that. Okay, cool.
And Latavius Murray is the guy he spent $32 on last week.
$32. Okay, so that was a huge waste. Um, is that it for waivers?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Oh,
Uh, yeah,
he added Deshaun Watson. That was it.
that's pretty interesting. I didn't expect him to pick up Deshaun Watson
Yeah,
because
he's
he
Josh
has
Allen.
Josh Allen. But I wonder if he's doing it in defense. Who's he playing against? I forgot who's he playing against.
He's playing Joe
And who's his quarterback? Herbert, right?
Joe Burrow.
Oh, Joe Burrow. Yeah, I don't know why Geet did that. I guess preventative in case Josh Allen misses time for some reason in playoffs. I don't know.
I don't know.
So that was interesting. Uh, but yeah, I wanted to also mention something interesting that every single Goofy Goober has a negative point differential. And also me and Andrew are the only ones with a positive point differential. So that is pretty interesting.
Hmm.
Uh, and another cool stat, Guy and Vinny are both in danger of going back-to-back seasons under 500. Guy is confirmed to go back-to-back seasons without being above 500, so that's kind of an interesting stat too.
I think
Guy is
they're
confirmed
the
going back-to-back without being above. Wait, isn't Guy? Oh yeah, 5-7, so he's not gonna finish above 500.
yeah, they're the only two guys that have yet to have a winning record.
Yeah, and they're both
Other
leading. They're
than
both 1-2 in their division.
yeah, other than Xavi and Juwan
Right.
will probably get it
They
this
get a
one.
free pass.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, that was so we did TNF, we did news. The next thing is the playoff picture. This is what we came to see. This is all that matters. So in this the way this works, I spent some time looking at not all the 256 possible scenarios, but I looked at a lot of scenarios and figured out what everyone needs in order to make playoffs, in order to miss playoffs. Some of these things are not mathematically true, but they're like 99.999% true, like we'll see later. So starting off with me, Carolina Wolves. My current record is 11 and 1. ESPN has me at 100% making the playoffs because I already made the playoffs and it's impossible for me to miss playoffs. Luke, you have this thing open?
Yeah.
Cause I think we didn't actually consider how we were gonna do this, but I think you can read the ones in your division and I read the ones in my division.
Okay.
All right, cool. So moving on, we got California Ax Zhuang. His current record is 7 and 5, and his ESPN percentage is 99%. Basically, 99.999% chance to make playoffs, and the reason why is because all he needs to do is win one game and he's in, or Guy can lose one game, or Luke can lose a game, or Andrew can lose two games. But the reason why it's so unlikely that he's gonna miss playoffs is because for him to miss playoffs, not only does he have to lose two games, but Guy has to win two games. Luke has to win two games. Andrew has to win a game. Guy has to surpass Zhuang in points for, which is 67 gap right now. Luke has to surpass Zhuang in points for, which is over 100 point gap. So there is basically no chance whatsoever that Zhuang misses playoffs.
It would be great if he did though, because
It
that
would
would be hilarious.
it would be historical, but there's no way. Um, And then I have here a note. It says, keep an eye on Andrew coming for that third seed from only one game back. So Zhuang, although he's in playoffs, he is still fighting for that bye week. So that is important. Um, I think yeah, that's it for Zhuang. Framingham Frogs. Okay, he's still in my division. This is an order of ESPN percentage. So Framingham Frogs. Current record 6 and 6. ESPN percentage of making to the playoffs 96%. So what he needs to do to make playoffs is beat Luke, or he has to win one game and Luke loses, or win one and Guy loses, or he can win one and Zhuang loses two games, and so on and so on. The good thing is we have this on the screen so you guys can read it because if it wasn't for this and you just had to listen to us babble about all these like 100 different scenarios, you would not remember a single thing. So yeah, hopefully you're watching this and you could screenshot it or you can just read it out. Um, for Andrew to miss playoffs though, he could miss playoffs if he loses two games and Kenneth wins two games, or if he loses two and Guy wins two, while Luke also wins two and Vinny wins one. So that is how he can miss playoffs. So he's basically in as well. Very low chance that he misses playoffs. So that's three guys from the from our division, Chum Bucket, that are most likely gonna make it in. So now go ahead and take it away for your division. I'm done talking for a while.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna start off with the top, Vinny. So Vinny's got it pretty easy. Win a game, he's in. He's got the tiebreakers. Pretty simple.
Yeah,
Wins two games, he clinches the two seed. But he's probably gonna. He'll probably make it if he just wins one game. He'll probably get the one seed anyway. I mean the
probably
two seed.
two. Yeah.
Yeah. And to miss playoffs, a lot has to happen. He has to lose out. I have to win out, and Guy has to win at least one. Or he loses twice, Guy wins one, Xavi wins two, and he maintains a lead over him in points scored, which will probably happen. So
Yeah, Vinny's team is dying and scoring so low.
yeah, so I mean it's not out of the realm of possibility, but pretty unlikely
I
that
think
he
it's a
misses.
good thing that Vinny makes playoffs because like now his team is in a slump. It's probably the worst it's been all year. Yet he's gonna make it to playoffs at around 500. So he should be, and he's got he'll probably have this number two seed. So he's probably gonna be like a bye week as he calls you.
Yeah.
He'll probably be a
Well,
bye
he will
week.
literally have a bye week.
Yeah, he will literally have a bye week and then be someone else's bye week. So I would have loved to be the third seed, but now it's too late.
Yeah. Now we move on to Guy, which is 50-50. Basically between Guy and me, it's 50-50. Who's gonna make it? It's pretty close. So he just if he wins out, he's in. He controls his own destiny.
hmm
Pretty simple. If he can also win one game, and as long as me and I lose at least one, and Vinny loses both, then he clinches. And to miss playoffs is also pretty simple because he has all these tiebreakers. So
Yeah.
he basically has to lose twice, and he's out. Or if he loses one game, I win out, and Vinny wins at least one, then he's also out. But yeah, he has a pretty straightforward way of making the playoffs. Just win.
Yep, he's the last person out of all of us who has it in his control. The next one is you. You're
Yeah.
the first
So
guy
me,
that's not in control.
yeah, it's also kind of 50-50, but slightly below 50. But yeah, so basically, no matter what, I have to win two games,
Yeah.
pretty much. There's like an outside chance if I win one game, which is that last scenario there,
Yeah, small
but
chance, yeah.
it's like some crazy stuff.
Basically have to win out, yeah.
Yeah. As long as I win out, there's a pretty good chance as long as Guy loses a game.
Yeah, it's
Or
mostly Guy that you need to lose one game. And he
yeah,
plays me at the last week, so I got you.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty close. As long as I win out, I can have a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if I lose any game, it's gonna be very difficult.
Right.
I'm gonna have to hope for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and there's a big thing, huge playoff implications this week between you and Andrew. Because if Andrew beats you, then he's into playoffs. But if you lose to him, then your percentage is probably gonna tank down to like 10 or something.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like 5.
Yeah.
Really bad.
You would need Guy to win one game, which would be easy for you to miss playoffs.
Yeah. Now back to you.
Oh,
That's
right,
just
NASA Stars. So NASA Stars in my division, current record 4-8, ESPN percentage to make playoffs 24%. So for Xavi to make playoffs, he needs to. He's the only. Right, I'll save that for Kenneth. He needs to win two games, um, and Guy needs to lose two games, or Luke has to lose two games. Um, and then there's also the points difference gap situation. But yeah, that's kind of. Nah, I mean, it can happen. But he can also afford to lose one game, but only if Luke loses two games and Guy loses two games, and he surpasses Guy in points for, which is a 63-point gap, and Kenneth loses one game. So basically, he has to win out and hope things go his way. Because if he doesn't, and Guy wins two, then he's out. Or if Luke wins two, he's out. Or if Kenneth loses two, he's out. So he needs to win. He needs to win two games. If he just wins one, then he's kind of screwed. And now the final one, Kenneth Farm Lambs. You got this one.
yep. Here we go. This is the underdog team to
Yeah,
make playoffs. It's kind of crazy though. Technically anyone can still make playoffs.
I know, right?
So he needs a lot of help.
This is the reigning champ we're talking.
Yeah, he needs to win twice. Hope Xavi loses once. That he loses twice. That I lose twice. Or once if he has the lead over me in points scored. Or if he wins twice, Xavi has to lose once. He has to lose twice, or Andrew has to lose. So basically, he needs Guy to lose twice, Xavi to lose once, and either me or Andrew to lose twice.
Yeah, so he needs to win out and just hope that everyone around him just tanks,
Yeah.
basically.
And if he loses one game, he's out.
Yep, and that's a fun fact. Kenneth is the only person out of the eight of us where if he loses one game, he's mathematically out. He'll be at 0%. So yeah. And on the screen it shows the rest of the stuff, rest of the scenarios. And then at the end, I got a summary for this week in case all of that was a lot to digest. This will kind of make it more simple. I read my division, you can read yours. So for me, really I'm fine, but what I want to do is I want to win at least one game so I could break the league record for having the best record. So this week I just want to win. João, he wants to win or he wants Andrew to lose because that'll greatly help him clinch the third seed bye. And then Andrew, he needs to win. This week, that's all he cares about. He just needs to win, and he's in. Same thing with Vinny. Oh, wait, that's you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Vinny wins. He's in.
Yeah.
Simple. Guy, he's needs a little bit of help. He needs me and him to win. Oh no, he needs
No, yeah.
himself to win. He needs me and Vinny to lose. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He needs me and Vinny to lose,
This
and
week,
if
yeah.
he wins, he clinches. And then I just need to win to have
Yeah.
any shot.
And then Xavi, he needs to win, and he basically and he needs Luke and Guy to continue to lose in order to continue to have a chance.
And Kenneth needs to win. If
Yep,
he doesn't win, he's out.
he's
So
out. Yep. So there
it's
you
very
guys go. That was the playoff picture for week 13. We got week 13 and 14 left. And then the week I'm probably most excited for, week 15. I'm gonna be spectating that with popcorn. Oh, it's so, and that's actually important for me too because I'm gonna be playing whoever comes out of that.
yeah.
So even before I was first seed, I still really liked the game, the week 15 spectating aspect of it. But now I like it even more.
Yeah, you can kind of decide who gets into that wild card.
I know, I know, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna go for the record.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna go for setting records here.
I'm saying your game will decide who gets that wild card.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I mean it would. Yeah, I'm gonna have Kenneth and then I'm gonna have Guy next. I would rather lose to Kenneth and then beat Guy for sure, because Guy's team is strong, stronger than Kenneth's team at least in my opinion. So yeah, there you have it. Is that it? Oh no, we got the fantasy predictions. Can't forget the fantasy predictions.
That's what we all came here for.
Yep. And this is really simple. I have a sweep for the chum bucket, like good old times. A full sweep for the chum bucket. That's quick and easy.
Yeah, I have it going 3-1 again, I
3-1
think.
again. Yeah. Oh, let me
Yeah.
guess. Let me guess. You have yourself winning. As
No,
as,
really?
as always.
No way. Yeah, I myself winning. Um, Josh Jacobs has a potential injury, so that'll be great if he doesn't play.
Yeah, for you. I have a
Um,
question.
what?
Why do you always choose yourself?
Why do you always choose yourself?
Well, I always choose myself because wait, you choose yourself every week because you genuinely think you're gonna win every week?
Dude, if I have no, I yes. What?
I feel so bad for you. You're under 500 and you think you're gonna win every week. That's so sad.
I could still go 500.
Yeah. Still, I thought you were always picking yourself because week one you picked yourself to win and you lost. Then week two you picked yourself to lose and you won. And then week three you picked yourself to win and you lost. So you were like just done with it and you were just picking yourself to win from there
You
on
know
out.
how you know how they say never bet on your favorite team.
Yeah.
You never bet on your favorite team.
You're talking about
No.
against, never bet against your favorite team?
Never bet. Well, you never really bet in any game your favorite team's playing. Since they have to choose someone, you always choose yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I
'Cause-
agree. It's like with fantasy. I don't if I have to start someone against the Giants, I'll do it because I have to. But if I have like a 50-50 choice, I'll start the one that's not playing the Giants.
yeah,
It's just an emotional thing.
like this week, I have Terry on my bench because he's playing the Giants,
Oh,
and I can start Josh Palmer.
awesome. All right, cool. And then to be more specific with the matchups, there's Wolves versus Lambs, so we both got me winning, and
Yeah,
that would take Kenneth out of the playoff picture.
although this is kind of a crazy matchup because Kenneth Walker is
Kenneth
back.
Walker.
Like
Yeah.
he's playing against his old team in the Wolves.
Oh, yeah. It's a revenge game.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Yeah, that's true.
yeah. So
But
it's
yeah,
gonna be.
if he loses, he's out. Yeah.
I
And
kind of
then,
I like his matchups too, except for the Jets.
but you have me winning that one, right?
Yeah,
Okay. And then Frogs versus McFearsomes. This one is my matchup of the week. I assume it's yours too, right?
yeah.
It's got to
Myself.
be everyone's matchup of the week because it it's like winning in for Andrew and lose and out for you basically, almost
Yeah,
mathematically.
it's kind of
So
like an elimination game.
yeah, so this is super important. But if you win and he loses, both of you still got a good chance of making it. So that's kind of interesting. Hey, you guys should work something out.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Andrew, if you're listening, um, bench a couple players, it all
Yeah.
work out.
What
You
if
know,
you guys draw? Like, imagine those scenarios.
I don't
I,
think you can't tie.
you technically can, yeah.
I
You can get like
guess.
136.02 and the other one 136.02. It's just super
Yeah,
rare, but you got people talking about it on Reddit.
yeah, that's
Um,
true. But
then
never
there's
happened.
Axe versus Gators. This is important. Not, it's like it's all right. They're all
Yeah,
important, but
this is more important for D than it is for Joel.
yeah, definitely. And then finally, Stars versus Dubs. Xavi needs this win,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
think Xavi. Oh wow, so Vinny is starting like white
Oh,
because
wait,
Tyler
he's
Murray's on bye
oh, good for him.
against Minnesota.
Good for him. I like that.
I don't know how that's gonna work out.
All right. So that should do it, right? You have anything else to add?
Um, Not really. It's pretty
Great.
straightforward. Yeah.
Awesome. So,
Although, well, like Vinny is starting George Pickens. I think he feels some inspiration from his last
oh
touchdown.
yeah. Oh, that I got the cue. I got it. Wait, give me a sec. All right. All right, we can end it on that. All right. See you guys on the next one.
Peace.